All right, welcome back, my dear student. So we have created our migration. We need to set up our relationship so that way we can, use it and do the CRUD, create, read, and update and delete. Since we have to do the CRUD, why not start with creating information first? Creating in related relationships. All right, that was kind of confusing there, but anyway, so we're going to say that the user has one address, but we need to start creating an address for the user. So we're going to use a one-to-one relationship, right? So before we go and do this, I want you to notice something. We are creating a relationship between the users table and the addresses table, right? It's not enough just to create a model in this case because it's a one-to-one relationship. We need to create a what? Look at this table and tell me what is missing. That's right, it's missing a user ID, right? So we have two options. Either we can add it here and do a refresh, or we can add the table. Now, I would add the table, not the table, I'm sorry, the column. I would add the column if I had a lot of data. I wouldn't want to do a refresh. But in this case, we just refresh it because since we don't have data, hopefully you don't have any data. But anyway, this is an integer and it's user ID, right? This is the column. Let's make it unsigned so that way it's all positive numbers on sign. I believe that's the way you spell it. Hopefully I'm correct. If not, it's going to give us a problem. We're going to make it nullable so that way we don't have to really have a value there if we don't want to. So if this address is by itself somewhere in our application, we can associate it with the user. You see what I mean? So we can leave it alone here. So that's fine. All right, so let's do a my refresh PHP artisan migrate refresh. Now this is refresh. Now it's time for us to do the relationship. All right, so oops. All right, guys, go back and to your user model. I'm gonna go to the user model right here. I have so many monitors, guys, it's not even funny, and I don't need all of them. It's just that I just like monitors, to have information all over the place. So I have like 5 monitors right now all around me, and it's like when I switch to one screen, I have a different resolution in another one because the recording resolution and the resolution I use to develop are different. So that's why you see me sizing the screen sometimes. But anyway, so we are in the user model. This is a parent, and the parent has to have a child, and the child is the address, right? That method is going to go and ask for the user ID by default in this table right here. So we talked about that and we did it before. Public function address, and we're gonna return this value out so that way we can use it, right? So we say return this, and what's the relationship? One to one, right? We don't have that. Remember, it has one. There we go. So the user is going to have one what? Address. Beautiful. Really good job, guys. And you can set extra parameters here, remember? Okay. All right, so cool. We have this relationship. We fixed our migration here. What else? Well, on the next lecture, we're going to continue with this, and we're going to start inserting information, creating addresses for this specific user, which is going to be pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You're doing an awesome job, and I see you on the next lecture.